Hi everyone. So if you remember when we were in class, we began to talk about verbs. We spoke about action verbs. We also spoke about helping and linking verbs. While you're on remote, I want us to focus on verb tenses. So your learning targets. Through this PowerPoint and the remote assignments that you have, I want us to be able to explain the function and purpose of using correct verb tenses when writing. And you'll also be able to demonstrate or show me how you're able to work with the standard conventions or the rules of English by being able to identify a verb in a sentence and also identify in what tense that verb is written in. So why is it important for you to know the different verb tenses? As we begin to develop our writing skills, we need to understand that it's important to make it clear to the person who is listening or reading what you're writing, what it is that you're talking about. And if you're talking about something that occurred in the past, if you're talking about something that is occurring at the present moment, or if it's something that will happen in the future. Remember that we spoke about an action verb in class. A verb tells the subject's actions, the events or state of being. Remember that the subject is who or whom or what the sentence is about. And the subject most of the time is going to be a noun or a pronoun. Your verb is always found in the predicate part of the sentence, and a verb that shows action is referred to as an action verb. For example, the word ran, swallowed, sang, awake, ride, coughed. These are all things that we do. The first type of verb tense is the present tense. An action verb that describes an action that is happening now is called a present tense verb. For example, the bird flies through the sky. Flies is our main verb. It is written in the present tense because it is happening right now. Present tense verbs usually end with the letter S, but some also end in ES or IES. Sleeps ends with the letter S. Splashes ends with ES. Cries ends in IES. We're not going to get these confused with our singular and plural nouns. Now we're talking about verbs. So these words are different than your plural or singular nouns. The second type of verb tense is your past tense verbs. Verbs which tell about actions which happened some time ago are referred to as past tense verbs. The dog wanted a bone. Wanted is a past tense verb because the action has already happened. How do we know that our verbs are in the past tense? Many past tense verbs end with ed. However, some may end with d or ied. For example, clapped, played, tried. And the third verb tense is the future verb. Verbs which tell about actions which are going to happen are our future tense verbs. We will awaken at 6 a.m. Will awaken is a future tense verb because the action has not yet happened. So in class, we spoke about those linking and helping verbs. This is an example of how we would use those types of verbs in a sentence. Will helps to connect when something is going to happen. If we simply use the word awaken, we can then change the tense of the sentence or how the sentence, in what tense the sentence is written in. Future tense verbs use special words to talk about things that will happen. Most of the time, they use the word will, going to, shall, or aim to. Going to start indicates it hasn't happened yet, but it will in the future. Shall email. Shall indicates that the email is going to be sent at a later time. Will enjoy. Will indicates that someone will enjoy something in the future, later on. So, these are our 3 main verb tenses that I want us to focus on for this particular lesson. After reviewing this PowerPoint, you can obviously re-watch it if you need to. You're going to complete an assignment on Schoology, and when I see you next in class, we will review this before moving on to complete sentences. I will see you all in class.